I need a better chair.
Alright.
I ain't in school anymore.
Let's let the intro play for a minute.
Why?
Because it's awesome.
Well, it's actually
Well,
funny
we gotta
thing.
have more
So,
than just the
funny thing.
three of us.
So, I don't know if you guys know who Polarity is, but this cutscene, if you let it play out, it could potentially affect, like, you know how there's the glitched arrow?
Oh, does it affect like your...
No, do you know the glitched arrow? Like how sometimes
yeah.
you walk off of it?
Yeah.
You actually let this scene play out, that actually can affect it.
Oh, okay.
It's the weirdest
Do
thing
you have
in
to
the
do a
world.
hard, like a power off?
I don't care.
You know, count more than 100 viewers, slide value.
I don't care.
Interesting.
It's good.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Alright.
All right,
That's
Cabby made
100
it. Cabby
views too
made
many
it.
if you ask
Yeah,
me.
I just got like a thumbstick in.
Just tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'm already... I don't care.
You count down and I'll hit.
Okay, 3, 2, 1,
Oh,
go.
go.
Hey, so I'm Darkman. This is MM5. This is an awful game. Alright, thanks.
But it does have good music.
We're gonna start with Constellation Man.
Commentary right there.
Constellation Man.
Constellation Man is seriously the best stage.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to this game. Basically, the thing you have to know is when you're charging your buster and you get hit, you lose it. You can't charge your buster when you're sliding.
Those are both changes from 4.
Yes, you can actually do both of those in 4. And, wow. I did. What else was there to say? There's also a long invulnerability period between hits. So, unlike previous Mega Mans where you can like kind of mash through stuff, you can't really do that in this game, which is why you rely on Buster a lot.
All of these double kills with the charge are pretty difficult timing in my opinion too.
So we start with Starman because he, aside from giving us his weakness, he also gives us the super arrow. And the super arrow is basically the most powerful thing in this game.
It makes us go fast.
Yeah.
Didn't get the fast fall there. You were hoping for it.
Game should involve the super arrow somehow.
So we'll see him shoot through the star shield here.
So there's an odd little skip here. Let's see if I can get it. I think that was it. It's basically based on the timing of your jump. No, I didn't get it. Okay, so you saw Mega Man going up and going down really slowly. You can actually make it so that Mega Man goes normal speed, which you'll see later on. We call it the gravity skip, and you can actually do that by basically delaying the cutscene. There's a long, in-depth explanation to it, but basically the short end of it is you have to do a correct jump at the right time. It saves like 2 seconds. It's really stupid, but whatever.
I love little
You'll
skips
find out,
like
Jeff.
that. They do indeed. Hey, what's up, Golden?
So,
What's up, Golden?
so yeah, this is the first instance
Well,
of
go
Super
one,
Arrow.
dude.
Yeah, the super arrow usage is something I'm really interested to see Darkman do. Nice.
Pretty simple stage in Gravity Man. One of the easiest stages. I think that drop. It's actually like on that previous screen. If you time your arrow correctly, you can just drop straight off of it, and you don't have to. All right. So yeah, we are getting all the all these drops. We are getting all the letters, so we can get a power up, and it is called Beat. Beat is a cute bird that hits things. So you'll see later on why we get Beat.
This run has changed so much since the SDA run of 5 or 6 years ago.
Josh Steiger,
Yeah.
poor guy.
Aw.
Good point, Baron. Maybe. The reason why Baron is saying that is there's a recently discovered skip in this game that literally saves 2 minutes.
Oh, the
Yes.
boss
So, yeah,
refight skip.
Yes, you'll see that towards the end of the run. So
Nice.
hopefully I can pull it off.
How difficult is that?
It's pretty pixel precise. once you get the pixel precise, it's not terribly hard. It's just kind of getting used to it. And getting used to this TV will kind of be some of the problem.
At least you have the whole game to get used to the TV.
Yeah. I might get the M tank if I'm not feeling confident. We'll see.
I love the music in Gyro Man. I also like the graphics in the stage a whole lot.
I guess you skip the M tank.
No, there's a safety M tank in Wily 3 that you can get.
I've never been able to get the super arrow across the screen transition like that. You guys make it seem so look so easy.
It was difficult for a long time for me. Yeah, eventually I just did it. Yeah. It's just one of those things. Like, there's a lot of little things in this game you just need time to kind of develop.
You seem to pretty much be doing the menus just by feel.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about it at all.
No, of course
Dude,
not.
that's so awesome.
Everything is just kind of like instinctual.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's actually a really pretty challenging letter to get casually.
Mm-hmm.
You
Gotta bust her some music.
That's like the only spot in the entire game you can actually do that, so.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. So interesting thing, that block I just jumped off of, you can't actually slide off of it, you just die. This is the oddities. There's a lot of odd places in this game in reference to the slide. Like, it's just like, you would think you can jump like out of your slide, and in certain places you just can't. And there's no real reason as to why. So, the thing about this fight is, like we mentioned, there's a lot of invulnerability period between hits. So you have to time your gravity hits so that you don't, if you use it too fast, you end up just wasting your gravity and it doesn't do damage. And since you can tell I have only exact gravity to hit him, I missed once and that's like 10 seconds gone, so.
Pro Infinite, please. It's Rockman, not Mega Man.
We're playing Rockman 5 because you save 18 seconds. And it's all in one cutscene too, that's the funny part.
Yeah, I need to get Rockman 5 because I actually do have a top loader now.
Nice. Aww.
Almost.
It's like one of the hardest screens for me in the game right there, the first screen.
It's a nasty one.
Yeah. So this is definitely the hardest stage casually. Like, I can't imagine a harder stage casually. And even in a speedrun, it's a pretty hard stage. Like,
Yeah,
one thing goes wrong and you're potentially losing a lot of time.
And you can use Star Crash to avoid those crystals.
Yes.
Star Crash can help out casually if you're going quick enough. You still have to take out all the sniper, the crystal goes on the other side of those pits.
Oh my god, please.
I really like the rush jet usage just to save a couple seconds.
Safety tank.
Tanks.
Let's not bring that one back.
So yeah, M-Tank usage you'll see is really big in this run. You use 3 M-Tanks in this run. Reason being is since Super Arrow is so ridiculously good, you want to refill it at certain points in the run. One of the hardest parts of the game right there is to just hit all those, and if you like get, you know, get drops, it just totally screws up your rhythm. First time is a pretty challenging fight. So you're gonna see me take damage here immediately. This is to reduce lag by making 3 of those things disappear. You don't want to make all 4 disappear because then it means that he's more likely to fire them again, which of course is more lag. So that's the reason why we damage boost in the beginning.
Nice.
I always figured it was just damage that let the fourth one fly around.
Nah.
Ladder tiles, water tiles, foreground tiles. You can't jump outside.
Yeah. Baron, by the way, in chat, he's done extensive work on this game. Like, we owe a lot to Baron. He's done a lot of strats. He's done a lot of like work in this game, theory tests and stuff like that. So, because the problem with this game is the actual tasks of this game relies so much on RNG that it's just not feasible to do it in real time. So this is like the one game where like you kind of need a theory test to kind of figure out strats and stuff.
I actually haven't seen that. Check that out.
Oh, that's too slow. Alright, we played it safe there. Basically, those spikes one-hit kill you. There is a safer shot where you can use Crystal Shot because those Crystal Shot one-shots those, but it's still hard. So yeah, a lot of precise arrow usage. Oh, we forgot to explain about the arrow, how you just walk off of it. Okay.
Yeah, if you're walking off the end of the arrow, it reduces the amount of weapons energy that it uses, or arrow energy.
It's kind of similar to the jet in Mega Man 2.
Oh, that's right. What, you mean Jet in Mega Man 3? Right.
Or the little jet in Mega Man 2. I am 2.
So
Does it work like that in 2?
Mm-hmm. Or
the
similar.
item on 2 will always drain your weapon energy, but you can also walk off the front of it. You use
Right.
that walk off the front kind of tech with the super arrow to save weapon energy, much like jumping off the rush jet in Mega Man 3 won't use weapon energy.
Yeah.
And that, in several stages in this run, will save just enough weapon energy for super arrow for Darkman to be able to fire another one on the next screen to basically save picking up weapon drops.
So you notice that I stayed away from Napalm as much as I can. The reason being is if you're too close to Napalm, he fires grenades instead of his missiles, and grenades, once they hit the ground, have more lag than the missiles. So the idea is you want to stay away from him while still damaging him as much as you can. So it's a really tricky fight to optimize. It's not a hard fight, but to optimize it, it takes a lot of effort.
Nice save on the menu there.
Yes, that's why I went slow.
Yeah. Would have been bad.
First one. All three.
These
Which-
Mets are not happening for you today.
No, they're not.
Still nuts.
Unbelievable.
This stage is actually really precise, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a loss, but
It's a lot of little things that can go wrong. There's also a couple of big things that can go wrong on the stage, but it's mostly little things. You lose a lot of like time because there's so much little things going on the stage. Oh god. I'm just gonna get this. There's really no reason to. I just did it.
the arrow jumps up the ladder. Is that kind of a similar difficulty to like balloon jumping in Mega Man 4, or
Sorry, say that again?
the arrow jumps up the ladders?
Mm-hmm.
Is that similar to the balloon jumps up ladders and
I mean, it's just to not go on a ladder. You want to do anything you can to not go on a ladder because it's just slow to walk off of them. Climb them, I should say.
seems
Alright.
like the timing's
I'm gonna do
real
a safety
similar.
strat here. There's a faster version of that, but I'd rather not die. Alright.
Nice. Rush Jet kind of spawns in a strange way in this game. Like, does he spawn like when you push the button, the height that you're at, that's where he falls to?
It's kind of hard to explain, really.
It is. It's weird.
I don't even know how to explain it.
I think he falls to the height that you're at when you spawn him, and when you push the button.
So there's a little bit of RNG in this fight, not too much. Like, Stoneman can just immediately walk up to you, or not walk up to you. He can do, like, short hops. Like, when he does a big hop is when he goes on the ground and you can't hit him. He could do an immediate short hop, and it saves a little bit of time. Alright, let's see if I got the arrow glitch. It's gonna be your fault, because you made me watch the cutscene.
Yeah, we had to wait until there was, like, one person back there to watch the run.
Dinner showed up like just before this run started, so
Yeah.
I wanted to get a little bite in, run back down. Everyone else is upstairs eating.
Fine with me. I don't want any of you guys watching me. Bad run. Bad speeding.
Pad.
We've got the Mega Man players down here. It's alright.
The only people that matter.
That's right. Alright, you're spared.
Okay, nice. I like how every level in this game has a great theme.
jeez. I didn't realize it was that low.
It's just a couple pixels.
Alright, well, that is obviously not supposed to happen. That's good. Not a big deal. It's like 4 seconds of lost there.
Nobody ever uses Power Stone.
Yo, shout out to Baron. This God Chicken Room is dedicated to you. It's not even a God Chicken Room anymore. There's a lot going on in this room. It's
Yeah.
surprisingly difficult.
I think the biggest thing about this room that helps out is
Really?
that the crystal shots can kill the rats. Normal Buster shots just go right over their heads.
Yeah,
You can charge buster them, but
Not fast enough.
yeah.
that's really slow.
That, and I think 3 crystals taking out the chicken is a lot faster than basically any other method.
The charge buster is, of course, the buster only strat.
All these drops.
Really, Baron? That's kind of sad. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Baron's also the world record holder for this game, so... Aside from the extensive work he's done in this game, he's also really good at it.
Pausing is faster than just letting the Power Stone lag the game forever.
Yeah, because look at this. It's
Yeah, they don't
awful.
disappear for...
It's just so bad.
It's such a bad
You
weapon.
can't shoot another one while they're still on the screen.
If you have Power Stone equipped and you're not fighting Charge Man, you're doing it wrong.
You never need to use Power Stone.
Carson is terrible.
There's actually one point of Game Boy Mega Man 4 where Power Stone's slightly useful, but it's not the... You failed the good strat if you're using it.
So it's a backup strat.
Yeah, it's a backup strat.
Technically, I use Power Stone as a backup strat in Charge's stage too. Like, there's like one instance where you can actually use it to do damage. It's really funny.
And where might that be?
At the end of the stage, pretty much. It's hard to really explain. Alright, so coming up is the bubble skip. If one of you guys can explain it, because I can't really explain it while I'm doing it.
He's just gonna use arrows to jump all the way to the top of this next room. It's quite difficult.
Normal strat here, you're supposed to get on these bubbles and ride them all the way up. You can see these small bubbles in general are popping just like a couple seconds after he gets onto them. The big bubbles are the ones you're supposed to
It's also
stand on,
gonna-
and they're slow.
I'm also gonna do another skip right here, hopefully. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
I love that skip. He just jumps across the transition point, pretty much.
Yeah, there's a cutscene trigger there, and I just skipped it. The problem with that is if you mess it up, so basically, if you jump past the cutscene trigger but don't actually scroll the screen by getting far enough, you soft-lock the game. So
Oh yeah.
there is a risk
That's
element
true.
to that.
Well, if
But-
you miss it completely, you just.
Yeah,
get on the-
if you arrow over and don't jump over the cutscene, it's okay. You just end up taking the cutscene. No big deal. Oh, that was almost really good.
Just kind of noticing the single thumb mashing technique there, really fast. It's hard. It's a lot harder, I think, to mash with just one thumb with traditional grip, which is what Darkman's using right now.
So yeah, it's basically an auto scroller for like a minute.
Just get to listen to the music.
That's right.
I guess this would be a place where you could buster to the music.
Have to look out for that long pause there. You know the letters coming up.
It's a good point.
That's like one of the worst letters to miss.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was a long pause before. It's good. It's
So
good to know.
long pause and enemy spawns, and then there are 2 dolphins that immediately come on the screen.
I didn't know that either.
Alright, so Wave Man's kind of a tricky fight. Already off to a bad start. I'm not really sure if his waves are random, but they're kind of random, but kind of not. It's weird. So basically you have to charge kick through him while avoiding his waves. And if you do it right, like the start of the fight, you shouldn't get hit by that first one. You can basically hit him twice, and then it kind of is RNG from there as to how high he jumps and where he jumps. So
What's your guess on how long that 8 Robot Masters was?
1841.
What was it like?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I wasn't looking at the.
Oh, that's a.
You can tell me what.
But it was under right now. It was under.
So it's probably a little bit slower than that.
It was probably around 1841.
Blame getting the safety tank.
Maybe a little bit slower. Blame the safety tank.
Yeah, and all those drops.
So whose stage is this?
I believe it's Darkman stage. If I'm mistaken.
It's Darkman 1.
I already don't like this TV.
We're
It's not
sitting
big
next to
enough.
Darkman 0. Whoa, dude. God, that was.
Yeah, that's a
You
really
knew that
scary.
was. You knew it was fine, though, didn't you?
Oh.
I missed the trick. Aw. Was it 18.4x? Yeah, I figured it was that bad.
That bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's actually very similar to the robots my current PBS.
I don't think I've ever sub 19'd even. A good Robot Masters for me would be like maybe 19, 20.
Okay, I don't need the help. That's actually a really precise jump. Damage boost there. Just gonna go through him. Block puzzles are bad, so we'll just skip them.
Let's destroy your block puzzles.
He falls to where you are when he meets you. So like if you jump and he's coming down, he will spawn and you can jump on him at the level that you are when the two of you meet. Nice.
So the tricky part about this fight is you have to time your wave shots while not getting hit by his bullet. Once you get hit by him once, it screws up everything. And you probably are going to get bodied by him. Like with my health, if I got hit once, I wasn't going to die, but I would more than likely get subsequently hit again and die. So it's kind of a scary fight if you mess up. If you don't mess up, it's not that hard to do, so it's not like
I agree with that, Nacho.
unbelievable. Alright, scary section coming up here. What was that? This is a very scary section. You can imagine why.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have full health there, because then a drop could potentially kill you. That has a very good chance of killing you, actually. There's also, if you get a drop like there when you kill that last enemy, that could also potentially kill you, so... A lot of scary parts in this stage.
Gets across all Mega Man runs. Drops and more runs than enemies.
Agreed. Alright, so you're gonna see coming up with this boss the first instance of beat. The thing about beat is... Basically, you have to be at a neutral, horizontal, and vertical position, if that makes any sense to anybody, for him to actually attack.
Neutral.
Yeah, if you are not neutral, he will not attack.
What does that mean? A neutral horizontal.
You're not moving.
Okay, gotcha.
So no D-pad
So-
inputs.
So don't be moving around.
But you can do it like you can be jumping, and he can still
Okay.
hit. So
That
that's
gets
why...
him closer, like to wire.
Yeah, that's why I say
see.
neutral.
Gotcha.
Because you can be at like the peak of your jump,
So
and
it's-
he can still track.
It's okay to jump, just don't touch the D-pad while jumping.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
The beaver is neutral.
Agreed, Countdown, agreed. Alright. Dark 3 is probably the scariest of the Dark stages. Like, there's not a lot of time to be lost in this stage in terms of minor mistakes. It's just there's major mistakes. This probably has one of the most brutal time losses in the final screen of the stage. If you die in the final screen, you're probably losing at least a minute 15. It's really bad. Okay, well, there's that.
That's okay.
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 There's that too.
Trying to finesse
No
it.
tries the charm.
Whatever.
We got it.
You wanted that leftmost pixel. Saving them frames.
Kinda ruins you right there when that drop happens. 7. Alright. Yeah, arrow. Okay, this is probably like one of the coolest arrows in the game.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I actually like that one right there.
Is that a Baron discovery?
That's been there for a long
Been around for a long time.
Before Barry even started speedrunning this game.
Thanks for the host, Meldra.
Eldra, thank you.
Thank you, Aldra.
I'm trying to remember who, before Baron, who really took this game to the next level.
Bowman.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's like a really tough arrow there. It's very precise. I don't know why I did that, that's fine.
So many enemies are right next to you.
Alright. Kind of precise in this fight too. Those things stun you. And I already messed up.
That was so awesome.
It seems you
dude.
always jump as soon as he pulls his gun
Yeah,
toward him.
basically. Because you're manipulating where he shoots it. It's based on his position. So you're manipulating it by jumping up. So he shoots up, and then you can continue hitting him. Yeah. There's also an alternate strat where people just jump over. Like you stand on the ground, and he fires at you, and you just jump over all 3.
Yeah, you have to be a little further away from
I
him.
haven't had much success with that, so most of us just do it that way. Hardest stage in the game. I hope I die.
Do the Baron room here.
The primal death. No primal death. Or maybe? Okay, that was bad. No primal death. Ah, I missed one.
No primal castle.
No primal death. Sorry, primal.
Sup, Proto?
What up, Proto?
Hey, Proto.
So yeah.
What?
What?
Why are you tagging us,
Proto,
bro?
man, why?
Now they're both like, what?
Oh man, there's 2.
There's
Classic.
2? What's going
What's
on?
going on? Hey,
Classic.
Oh,
that's
what
me.
a jump.
It's Darkman. That's
Hey,
me.
Darkman.
Shoutouts to me. You actually don't want him to jump. Creates more lag. Like that. Oh my god, this run. So, you have to be really careful in this fight. If he actually does that, it's like probably one of the simplest patterns to not mess up. But you have to be really careful because he does a lot of damage to you. So if you mess up your beat timings even once, it's potentially death. And if you die there, that's like a minute loss probably. Agreed, Baron. Agreed. The funny joke is Mega Man 5 probably has one of the least RNG games of the Mega Man series. So we always joke about it when we have Mega Man 5 RNG. He's not angry, he's cute.
Team can't be.
He's a stupid bird.
Team B.
Alright, so now we're coming to the Wily stages. It was Wily all along, by the way.
Big surprise.
Who could have guessed?
Let's say Wily 1 and 2, or Wily 1 is, in my opinion, the hardest stage. Like, there's a lot that can go wrong, there's a lot of little things that can go wrong. There's so many major choke points in this stage.
Really good song.
Oh yeah, I agree. My favorite song of Mega Man 5. Agreed, Baron, agreed.
Well, it's no consolation, man.
Nice. That's like my favorite Buster shot. I just like killing all 3 of those. Oh, that wasn't it. Alright, that's fine.
This is probably one of the cooler arrows in my opinion.
Alright.
It's so tight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a really... What I do is like one of the most precise setups for that arrow too. Yeah, so... Normally I have one more arrow there and there's a faster strat, but... It's okay. Like, as long as I'm alive. Alright. The crusher section. Everybody's nightmare. Oh, okay. Can I do it? Okay. Alright, we got 30 pressure.
Nice.
Hardest room in the
Nice.
game. Chicken room. Oh, it's over. Okay,
Oh,
it's okay, we're
you
alright.
got it. The
We
chicken.
liked that one.
Oh, okay, that sucks
that's okay.
actually.
It's alright, you got chicken jump.
Yeah.
That actually really sucks. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. It just means I can't do the 6 zip in this boss. I'll just do the baby zip. So you can zip up this guy. You'll see what I mean.
What?
Nice.
Uh-oh. That's fine. Oh. That's
You
alright.
got 6 jump.
I don't need it.
Nice.
So yeah, that was really slow. There's actually a much faster way. And I was trying to do the fast way, but it kind of went wrong. That's fine. I lived. What matters. Wily 2 has water physics. The thing about water physics in Mega Man 5 is you cannot jump out of a slide like you can in most normal places. So it kind of makes your strategy a little bit different. So,
And of course, it's the only stage in the game that has water.
basically. Actually, yeah.
Well, that's true.
That's a really hard screen. It's deceptively hard.
Yep.
Me too, Jayla.
I remember doing a slide race with Chelny a bunch. I kept dying in this section because I forgot you can't jump out of slides.
Nice. There's a better way to do that, but I decided to take it safe. You can just straight up not stop slide cancel like I did there. That's fine. That's very minor. But I'm gonna go for my strat. I'm doing
That
this.
was sick.
Oh, I can get it. That's it.
I
Like,
loved those jumps over the meds, though. Those are a little bit harder than you like.
Oh,
he never kills you, so. Hello, menu? Ah, I missed the D-boost. It's alright. It's really hard. Jump over him. Okay.
Nice.
So now we got Circling Q9, as he's called. There's some RNG to it, and you also have to react to it. So, those were intentional, because depending on his pattern, he immediately opens there. So you want to fire a gyro. So that way, if he immediately opens, you can hit him.
Did Baron die there or something? At some point?
No, I don't know.
That would
It's
be
news to me.
funny.
Alright.
the squeaker killed
Alright, guys,
me.
should I get the M tank? It's safety,
I mean, yeah.
but
Get the uptake.
I'm not screw you guys.
What a setup.
Whatever. If I mess it up, I mess it up. Oh, I forgot to change weapons. Nice meme.
Nice copy pasta.
Alright. So this is the refight skip.
Still right there.
Almost.
Nope.
There we go.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Nice.
Who needs some refights?
Exactly.
We ain't got time for that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so basically what happens there is we've always known zipping existed in this game, but we've never found any practical usage for that until Tasser recently discovered that you can actually zip through that wall right there, and it just happens to take you to straight to the Wily machine fight rather than, you know, take you like nowhere. So
That's crazy that this screen is just to the right of the
Yeah.
refight screen.
yeah, because it's literally taking you to the screen to the right, and it just happens to be where the machine is.
Does anything happen if you zip to try to the left?
I tried, nothing happens. You're just stuck in the wall.
Hmm.
So if I had more arrow, I'd be using, I'd be basically combating RNG in this fight. Basically what happens is he has certain patterns to how he
Nice.
moves, and you can tell that, and you can predict what he's gonna do. So when he does a certain pattern, you can switch to arrow, use 2 arrows to get to the top, and hit him twice with Star Shield. So it's kind of an RNG mitigator, but unfortunately since I had little arrow, I couldn't actually do it.
I actually like the instant warp out.
Yeah,
that
why
was-
did he jump out before the music? The
It's
fanfare was
just
over?
a weird thing when we do the glitch. When we do
Gotcha.
the
'Cause you
zip,
zipped
yeah. Don't know why, but he just happens to do that. Alright, machine, so press, or I should say, machine, if you didn't think Super Arrow is OP as it is, it's a weakness.
Who would have thought?
And I also, okay, I have enough arrow. Good. So now, this is basically why we got beat for this fight, because Capsule has an insane amount of RNG. if you
Coming
do
up
not
on
have beat.
time too, there, Lack.
Okay, so I messed that up.
Zero on the
Basically, the
number.
idea is to have Beat always tracking. If Beat is always tracking him,
How do you make him always track him? I
it's
never
just,
figured. Is it just?
it's timing of your hits. Yeah, see, you can see right there, Beat messed up, and now I'm down 2 energy. So that means I have to rely on RNG at the end. You have a perfect amount of Beat energy for this fight, and if something goes wrong, well, okay.
There
let's
we
see.
go.
Let's see. I'm gonna switch to Gyro. I could theoretically charge Buster and hope he stays in the bottom, but okay, time.
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 Nice.
35, 31.
Sweet.
It's alright.
Nice.
What's your PB?
34, 41. So yeah, that was decent. That's Mega Man 5.
That was a really fun run to watch.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Next one.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Just poor Dr. Light in the cage.
Yeah. So, who's next?
I think it's this guy right here.
Is it Cab? Cab, are you next?
I guess.
Nice. Alright.
Okay.
When
I
does
love Super Mario Land.
When does Street Fighter Cross Mega Man?
We need Morgan Freeman back over
First
here.
run of the day.